the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Wilson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to move it down the inside the 25.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Crusaders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's touchdown!
Travis Kelce from 17 yards out.
And the Crusaders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker.
14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuwegunam.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson. Going for the deep ball. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown!
Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
To throw again is Wilson.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Crusaders are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. to the line here to begin their next drive. The Seahawks offense.
They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He hits his target, Lockett. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Jordan Brooks able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it.
caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Amari Cooper from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First down and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Wilson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ball moved to 26, 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And as a result, possession switches hands. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes going to throw.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mahomes now on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mahomes takes it himself. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 22, Wilson. It's caught. Cooper. 7 catches for him now in this last one, a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
Here's Wilson. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Again, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the air.
And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic
touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Crusaders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this.
Butker now to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to.
And now here's another interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
His pass caught at the 4. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Crusaders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Crusaders stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out.
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
He's going to try and go deep again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Crusaders add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Nick Bolton in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Second and 4.
There's that man again. It's complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Uses the stiff arm. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly his signal caller, Charles, has thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.